Welcome to another episode of Texas Strip Club's Uncensored podcast. I'm TJ Jack, and I'm the host. Alright guys, today's podcast is actually a recommendation to me from a lovely stripper that I work with named Giselle. Anyway, she wanted to talk about social media and its impact with the strip club industry. And this is actually very important because a lot of the people out there don't know that strip clubs used to advertise on radio stations, and they had billboards, and they had, well, that's pretty much what they had. Radio and billboards. Okay, I mean, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, reality is that in certain towns, people know where the titty bars are. You know, if you didn't know and you were driving through Austin, you could see a sign that would say Yellow Rose, Perfect 10. But the world has changed, all right? They don't need to know. They don't need to play ads anymore on radio stations. They don't need to put up billboards anymore. What they do need is a good social media presence. Now, social media, there's a lot of things out there, guys. But the ones that have the most effect when it comes to strip clubs are Facebook and Instagram. That's right, Facebook and Instagram. And if you happen to be like me and putting stuff on YouTube, well, YouTube also has a bit of an impact. But mostly it's Facebook and Instagram. Because I am friends. You can't see me do quotation marks with my fingers, but friends with a lot of managers, a lot of strippers, bartenders, waitresses, door girls. Because that's how we keep track of each other. I mean, people change numbers all the time. People change addresses. Hell, even people change cities. Okay? But social media, that's a way to keep track of people, to interact with people. Now, this is a good thing, okay? Because if you happen to lose a job in one place, somebody that you know at another strip club might be able to get you a job at that place. Alright. Now, I'm going to talk about this strictly from a strip club DJ point of view. I mean, there's a lot of DJs out there that promote where they're at, what days they're going to be there, and they're going to say, hey, you know what, we've got these great specials going on, we've got this, we've got that, and that's all well and good. It is. But I don't do that anymore. I don't tell people where I'm DJing at. I don't tell anybody that stuff. And some people might be like, why? Well, for one thing, when you piss people off and they happen to know where you're at, it just makes it a bit easier for them to find you. You might be thinking, you piss people off? Yeah, I piss people off. Because at certain places, especially Chicas Bonitas, the place that I did work before, where I'm at now, these motherfuckers made me do stupid shit like fire people, have people get kicked the fuck out. Again and again, I was the face that caused some problems for people. And they don't forget that shit. Let me tell you. They don't fucking forget. Okay? I wish that they did, and it would make it a lot easier on me. That's one of the reasons why I don't show my face. Because if I show my face, people are going to know who I am. And they know who I am, they might want to come and kick my ass. Okay? I have told many, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, I have told many strippers, you know, you're fired, you got to get the fuck out. Please, go the fuck home because you no longer work here. And because I did that, they fucking hate my ass. And I know you're thinking to yourself, well, you know, you might be overreacting. I am not overreacting in any way, shape, or form. Because I have seen these bitches hold on to fucking petty as fuck excuses to hate each other. To want to kick a bitch's ass. Okay? I had to say that word multiple times because sometimes that petty shit is so fucking stupid. I knew a girl that bitch slapped another girl because she thought she took her disposable eyelashes. Sorry, I had to pause that for a second. I was laughing so damn hard. Yes, one dancer bitch slapped another one because she thought, she didn't know, that she took her eyelashes. when I said petty, guys, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Okay? I need to make that very clear. That is why I don't show my face. That's why I don't tell people where I work at. Because some of these girls are very petty. And social media can cause them to find me. But that is just some of the bad things that can happen from social media. In reality, there's a lot of good things that come from social media. Okay, there are periods in a strip club where there's a lull, where there's not as many customers. Okay, summertime is a great example because during the summertime, people have their kids more than they usually do, especially if they're in school. So some guys don't have a chance to go out to the strip club. So what do the waitresses, what do the managers, what do the bartenders do? They promote the shit out of their club. They try to get people to get the fuck in. And that's a great thing. Like I said, guys, we no longer do promotions on radios or on billboards. The employees have to promote the club so they can get people in there. And trust me, on a slow motherfucking day, the fact that they do that helps to improve business. It does. Trust me. It does. Okay? I have seen people, and I have been one of those people, who literally show up because somebody said they were going to be there. And you know me, I love hanging out with the bartenders and the waitresses and even some of the dancers. But mainly, I love hanging out with the wait staff. Okay? And I know when they're working because they're promoting themselves on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay? That is one of the greatest things about social media. You are allowed to reach out to people you probably will never ever meet more than once or twice. Okay, I'm talking about that specifically for me. I have met people once or twice. There are people that I meet several times a week. But most of the time, I never see any of these people again. You know? I don't interact with them. I interact with the dancers. But you know who is interacting with them? The bartenders, the waitresses. They're making their money. They're putting themselves out there. They're showing what the club has to offer. They're telling people about the chef specials, the drink specials, and they're trying to get asses in the seats. And let me tell you, boy, that is a great way to make money. All right? Now, strippers. Now, strippers are not like the classic idea strippers where they're tied to one strip club. No. I have met strippers over the years who travel all over the country. All right? They have applied and been accepted to many different strip clubs. All right? They might work in Austin. You know, they might live here, but they're going to go work in Miami, Houston, Las Vegas. I mean, wherever they think they can make money. You know, they pay attention to social media to find out where they can go. Okay, that's another advantage if you happen to be a dancer and use social media. And I'm not just talking like promoting where you're at. You actually go around and look for places that you can go to. Okay, because there's one girl I'm following on Instagram. She literally looks for places on Instagram in cities that she has not worked before, and she watches them. She sees what they have to offer. She sees what they're doing, and if they're doing what she considers good for her, she's gonna head on out there. She's gonna keep her ass at a hotel and work her balls off to make sure she makes as much money as possible on that trip to that city, to that strip club. But how did she know she can make money there? Guys, social media has opened up a world where anybody and everybody can make money if they're willing to put the effort in. Now, some people are out there thinking strippers are fucking lazy. They're no good, you know, cheating and stealing and lying bitches. I understand that why some people say that, okay? I have met many strippers who make that stereotype true, okay? I have been hit, I have been beaten, and I have been stabbed by strippers who have made those fucking stereotypes fucking true. Okay? I have been kicked in the balls enough that I had to go to the doctor to check my sperm count. And that is not even a joke. I had to check my sperm count because as far as I know, and I mean as many times as I can remember, I have been kicked at least 8 times in the balls by strippers. These are times that I can remember. Okay? I blacked out once for 6 months. That's how much of an alcoholic I was in my 20s. I blacked out for 6 months. And my drinking was so bad back then, I can't even tell you if it was 23 or 24 when it happened. But like I said, I've gotten hit in the testicles so many times, I had to go to the doctor to check my sperm count. That's pretty fucking bad. Those are stereotypes. Now, the women that use social media to their full advantage, they're not the stereotypes. Okay? I did mention that girl that's going out there to different cities and she's making money. You think she's doing that because she's stupid? No, she's doing that because she's smart. She realizes that there's an opportunity to make money. There is an opportunity to maybe go to a city and she could make a lot more money. She could probably move there and make more money, grow a better future for herself. And you can't do that by being lazy. You sure as hell can't do that by being stupid. Okay? Now, I work with women in the city of Austin. These women, they know what they want. They know that this is the place for them. This is where their future lies. And they have to make sure that they can make as much money as possible. So what do? Okay, guys, we're going to take an example. Let me just find this real quick on my phone. Let me hit pause. Alright, here's a perfect example. My friend Giselle, she's got some pictures of times where she was working at strip clubs. But she also has those Instagram those stories where she tells people what day she's working and where she's going to be. Okay? And remember, because it's her social media and not somebody she doesn't know, she gets to pick who's following her. Some guy's creepy, some guy sends a dick pic, some guy offers her money for sex, which she does not do. She's a good girl, a wonderful woman, and I'm glad I work with her. She can ban you. So you can't actually follow her on Instagram anymore. And that makes it safe for her because she knows that you're a fucking perv. Alright? Now, some guys might get offended as I say that, but the reality is there are just as many perverts out there for every great guy that goes to a strip club. Okay? You guys got to know that. Now, Giselle allows certain people to follow her. People cross the line, she blocks them so they can't ever follow her again. Now, these idiots are probably going to be stupid enough to make maybe 1 or 2 accounts, but once they say something stupid again, she'll block that account too. And these guys move on. Now, guys, some of you might be thinking, oh, this is great ideas for people that actually want to promote themselves using social media. And I encourage it. Okay? I encourage it. I only joined Instagram because I saw what other people were doing with it. Fact is, I didn't touch my Instagram after I made it for 2 fucking years. But I made it, and now I use it more often. I keep track of people that I haven't seen in a long time. I keep track of new people that I've met. I've met other DJs. I've met more strippers. I've met customers. And it's become a thing. I've actually helped expand my life because I'm finding other people who I work with who have the same interests. Alright? Back in the day, you had to do a lot of fucking talking so you could actually find out what people liked. Okay? That wasn't just like, oh, well, it's a few minute conversation. No. You had to sit down. You had to pick subjects. You had to be like, okay, I don't like that shit, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. And you had to pick and choose. But when you go on social media, you actually put who you are out there. You're actually showing people who you are, and they can choose to accept you, or they can choose to say, fuck off. Alright? And this is the greatest form of promotion. Now, strippers years ago had to give out their phone number if they wanted to keep track of regulars. Okay? Guys that want to come and see them at strip clubs and want to get lap dances, they want to do all that shit. Okay? And that was perfectly fine. They had to call people. And then came text messaging, and you could text your regulars. Okay? But they still had to have a phone number, and more often than not, if these guys got drunk enough, they'd simply just call your phone, which was unacceptable, especially if they called you during times you knew you could not be on that phone. Okay? Let's be very clear. Trust me, more than one lovely lady has gotten in trouble with her man because some dumbass decided he was going to call instead of texting. But that's where social media, especially Instagram, has changed the game for strippers. Because now they don't have to give out a number. They can give out a pre-programmed personality. Okay? It's their stripper persona. And they're giving it to you. That's right. They're giving it to you. Now, you can choose to use that wisely, or you can choose to use that poorly. Poorly meaning that you want to tell them that you want to pay for sex, you want to send them dick pics. That shit is it looks bad on you because you're going to get blocked. And if you're stupid enough to do it once, you're very, very, very possibly going to be stupid enough to do it again. So, but to those gentlemen that actually use social media wisely when it comes to strippers, you can figure out when to get a lap dance. If you get out of work and you want to get some lap dances because you know they're working that day, you can schedule an appointment. And I know you might be thinking, schedule an appointment? Are these fucking doctors? No, guys, they're strippers. Which means that their time is money. That's right, time is money when it comes to strip club. You can't just sit there and talk forever. It doesn't work like that. It will fuck up their game. And it'll fuck up your possibility to have future fun with them. So guys, if you want to set an appointment and get some lap dances, you can. All you got to do is keep in contact with these ladies. And how you do that? Social media. Guys, we've been talking about this the entire podcast. It is a great and new way for people to find, interact, and keep in contact with people from the strip club. Whether it's a bartender, whether it's a waitress, the door girl, the DJ, or the stripper. But let's be honest, you want to talk to the strippers more. And I've seen them more than willing to give out their Instagram left and right to guys they've never met before. But the Instagram they're giving you is one that they have for work. It's not their personal life. You're not going to see their kids or see their families. You're not going to see them going to reunions or going out to movies. They're not going to put none of that shit. They don't want you to find them. Social media is just as much of a business as being in the strip club physically. Okay? Always realize that, guys. Social media is one of the greatest tools when it comes to strip club game. Okay? If you want to make some money, you got to promote yourself. If a lovely lady wants to make money, she's got to promote herself. Bartenders want to make money, they got to promote themselves. And if you want to keep these people coming back and giving you money, you got to stay on top of it. It is not a tool if you don't use it. That's right, guys. You have to be able to use social media to actually interact with all these people. And not only that, keep in contact with them and keep them updated. If you ignore somebody, especially somebody that's trying to give you money, all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot. You need to stay in touch with these people because, trust me, guys, that's what money is. And if you are young and up-and-coming stripper and you hear this, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I see some very successful ladies keeping track of their customers through social media. Oh, well, okay. Oh, Donnie, he's got a family reunion next week, so I'm not gonna bother him. Oh, Ronnie, oh, he's got family issues. I can't be bothering him. What? Justin ain't got shit. He's talking about he's got a 3-day weekend. Oh, let me hit that motherfucker up because I'm gonna be at the Yellow Rose next week. Then you hit that motherfucker up and be like, hey man, I'm gonna be here from this time to this time. Come on by. You know, get some dances, let's get some drinks together, and that is how you do it. I would like to send a shout out to the lovely Giselle who gave me the idea to do this week's podcast. Thank you for your request, and guys and ladies, if you have a request, something you want to hear me talk about in the city of Austin or strip club games, or just tell you a story, reach out to me. My Instagram is down below, and so is my email. I have been getting emails from people. I understand I'm doing the strip club, Uncensored podcast. Guys, I do not know about bars. Some people actually hit me up about hookers in El Paso. That is not something I'm into. I'm not going to be anywhere near that. So if you happen to be one of these people that are asking me about prostitution or drugs, don't bother. I'm not going to respond. Okay? I'll make that very clear to everybody that wants to reach out to me. I'm not going to be talking about hookers. I'm not going to be talking about drugs. I'm not going to be talking about anything like that because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay? I'm too old to be getting in trouble for some stupid shit. Okay? But for the rest of you guys, if you have any questions, please hit me up on Instagram and my email. It is down below. And if you have any ideas of something you want to hear in a podcast, all you got to do is reach out to me. I do answer the emails that I find are worthy. Okay? But if you ask me about a subject that I really can't help you with, I'm probably just not going to respond. Okay? I just can't. I mean, there's no way I can help you because I've never been there, or that's not something I do. Okay? Strip Club Uncensored Podcast. Keyword, strip clubs. That's strip club people, strip club stories, strip club lessons. Alright, thank y'all for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe. It does make it easier for you to find every new video that I put out. I'm not exactly on YouTube's, welcome wagon page. So please, if you want to find out every single podcast that I put out, at least one video a week on YouTube, please subscribe. Alright, guys. I'm going to head on now. I'll check you out next time, guys. Don't forget, share, like, and subscribe. Helping me grow helps me put out new videos on YouTube for my podcast. All right? But until next time, peace.